the Tuesday edition of the Captain's Log, guys, with comedian Michael Glatzmaier. Thanks for joining me, man.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
We're live, and we are doing a little press run here in Fort Myers, heading to Naples, because you are going to be at Off the Hook Comedy Club tonight with your musical show.
Yeah.
And you're trying to share it, and I always make my guests do that because they want to have their fans see. And it's never easy. I agree.
Yeah, it's. I went on there, and the first thing I did.
That's funny. I usually say, like, keep the volume off because it's gonna come live and you'll see us right away.
Yeah, that's
anyway, guys, hey, let's see who's on there. Venus, what's happening? How are you? Thank you, Ada, for watching. Guys, I appreciate you always tuning in. I know you have very busy lives, especially around the holidays. We're all busy. What do you got planned for the holiday, boss?
We are going to my wife's family. This is the first year I'm not doing Christmas at my family.
Really?
And I am so.
And is this your first well, first of all, it's your first wife because you just got married, all right?
Yeah.
So is this the first family affair?
Yeah, this is my first time spending like the holidays with her family. I'm super excited. I thought she would like leave me after spending family.
Yeah.
Like,
well, after this, you could.
Yeah,
she might.
she might. This is where I'm going to mess it up.
What if you eat the whole meal with just your hands, no utensils?
Should I see what I can get away with?
I would.
Her family.
I talk so much BS. I would never do that.
Yeah.
I act so polite when I have to meet family members. They're like, that boy is such a nice gentleman.
Yeah.
Little do they know.
Once you meet the I've started doing this thing, like I'm a talkative guy, but I do this thing now when I'm around my wife's family. I just don't talk. Like,
you don't?
I'll say a little bit,
Yeah.
but I know like if I talk too much, I'm gonna
work. I gotta tell the editor to work on the lighting here. See?
Yeah.
That's better. That's better. The camera guy's killing me here.
Yeah, so it's great. I mean, her family is so easy to be around. Like, her mom's like, we're going to do an egg bake. We're going to do all this stuff.
What's an egg bake?
It's like where they get like meat and egg and they put it in like a pan and they bake it, and it's like this like long, huge omelet. And
really?
You share it. Yeah.
What nationality are they?
White.
They're not Italian.
No. Her mom, I don't know what she is, but her dad, I think, was Puerto Rican or something like that.
Okay, so an egg bake. I have to Google that because we do a lot of traditional Italian dishes, and that sounds something similar.
Yeah.
I think we do it, it's called pizzaghina, and it's an Italian dish we do for Easter, where we make egg and cheese, and like, usually it's some kind of ham. It's usually prosciutto or some kind of peppered capicola or something like that. But this is an egg bake, huh?
Yeah.
Have you made an egg bake?
Do
you have any cooking skills?
No, I don't.
Do you have any homemaker skills?
I'm so, like, I feel so bad. Like, I got so lucky with my wife, and then life just crapped all over her because
she really got the short end of the stick.
When I cook dinner, I get the popcorn maker out.
No way.
Not just a bag. I don't put a bag in a microwave. Okay, I get the popcorn maker out. I put the seeds in there, and then after it pops, I let her do the butter stuff.
That's what I'm trying to tell these women. I'm 0 for 2 divorces, but I can cook. I don't like to clean. I like to hire maids. I'm really good at that.
You're doing too much.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
I can cook. I can do a lot of things. Kind of like a Renaissance man, but I got nothing.
Yeah,
You could do nothing and you got everything.
And I got a great wife out of it.
Damn it.
And I don't cook. I vacuum every now and then.
That's where I go wrong. Maybe I'm not a big vacuumer.
Like, she does so well with all that stuff, and then I vacuum. She's like, you vacuumed today? Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Wait, you're lying because, first of all, what did you vacuum? The car? You take it.
Well, this was prior to before I started.
You got on the road.
This is when we used to have a place. Yeah, when.
How long have you lived with her?
We've lived together now for 2 years.
2 years. So this, and let me just tell our viewers, you're on the road literally 24/7 now for 7 months. You got rid of the house, you sold the house or whatever you did, and now you literally are homeless, but you're on the road, so there's no need for a house.
No, we're on the road all the time.
Even massive stars that I know in the comedy business, there's some that do that.
Really?
Yeah, honest to God, because you guys are working so much, it's like, it's a hassle for you to go back home. What is it, 3,500 miles home from here?
Yeah.
It's not like you're going to go home to go to the next gig.
No, it's crazy, man.
I should go. I should stop talking and drive because it was.
We look forward to saying that. I don't. It's such a weird lifestyle to have, and I feel like once you get into that traveler's lifestyle, you don't want to stop. You have to like. Every day is like we're going through Grand Canyon, let's go there. We're in New York, now we're in Chicago,
which is so cool to do. And you don't have kids, you're like a free spirit. You're just a free flowing soul across the country.
Yeah.
And now, wait, you're going across the world?
Yeah.
You're going to China?
Yeah, we got offered to go to China. I do music, and I got offered to start a musical improv program there, teaching kids English through.
It's fantastic.
This is honestly like when we went on the road for 7 months ago when we decided we didn't think all of this stuff was going to start.
By the way, guys, I don't want to interrupt, but my guest, Michael Glatzmaier, musical comedian. I saw him and met him at the World Series of Comedy. Fell in love with your set. What you do with the guitar is magical. You make up this show on the spot. You interact with the comedian, with the crowd. They get to talk to the comedian, and it's just really cool, fun show. You're at Off the Hook Comedy Club tonight in Naples, Florida. You get tickets at offthehookcomedy.com. Yeah, so how can they find you on the gram too? Because I know you post a lot of stuff.
Yeah, if you can find me on all my social media by searching Michael Glatzmaier, Glatzmaier. So if you just keep after this replaying it back, you can learn.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just keep pausing and hitting and pressing the little arrow. Yeah. But you know what? I went to China, and what's your foodie? Like, are you a big foodie?
Will try anything.
You will?
Well,
guess what? In China, everything you're going to eat has beaks, feet, eyes, and teeth. Just so you know. Because that was my experience, and I was only there 5 years ago.
That's one thing about me. I feel like if you're going to be on the road and be this kind of person, you have to be adventurous. You have to be willing.
Dude, I ordered chicken wings at a nightclub. Late night. Granted, it was late, but I asked the people, like, what do you get? She's like, oh, our most popular dish is chicken wings. Dude, they're not the wings. It's the feet with the claws. No, the thing that you don't eat here in the States, they literally are like
why are you calling these aren't wings?
Straight up with the claws, bro. The actual feet of the chicken.
I don't know what it is. I see all like that street food, like the bugs and all of that.
This was in like a super high-end nightclub.
Yeah.
At like 2 in the morning.
You think going to a high-end nightclub, you're like, oh, I'm going to get some regular food.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Not a chance. I literally stayed... Okay, so I went from Hong Kong to China, and I was in Shenzhen. It's like the Silicon Valley of China. Because I was making some parts for a company that I started, making iPad cases and things. So I was there in China. It was a short trip. I was only in China for, I say, 5 days. I think I ate the least I've ever eaten in 5 days. And I'm super adventurous. Like, I eat anything. But dude, for some reason, I couldn't get one thing that I actually stomached, like that I enjoyed.
Yeah, that's the...
So you're going to lose weight, my friend. I know. That's my point. My point is it's going to be a diet. It's going to be a 6-month binge. You're going to be fasting, and it's going to be intermittent fasting, but it's going to last for 6 months.
Yeah, that's... man, we have people who will be there with us who know, like, the culture and how to speak and everything, and we'll just go to a restaurant and have them help us get one thing we'll like. And then
that won't happen.
I'll order that.
Not going to happen. I did the same thing. I was like, okay, good. So I'll take what you're having, or whatever the best thing is that you would suggest for me.
And then a duck head.
Dude, every time. I was like, this one's looking at me. The eyes are looking back at me just like I'm looking at it.
Yeah, it's so weird because our exotic, like, we have Rocky Mountain oysters.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And then you hear what they have over there, and you're like, oh, maybe Rocky Mountain oysters
Not so bad.
aren't bad.
Not so bad at all.
Okay, first of all, they will hear it. If you come to the show tonight, I talk about being in special ed. I'm not the brightest guy ever, and we went.
Tell me about that, by the way. Like, you've come. I think, did you use the I feel like you used the comedy angle to kind of overcome that part of your life, and you've just excelled so much at it that it's not even a thing anymore.
Yeah,
Tell me what.
Improv and comedy has been a big part of my life. When I was a little kid, I had trouble speaking. I'd point out stuff, and my brothers, I had 4 older brothers, they would just grab whatever I wanted to, so I didn't learn how to really speak until like 4 or 5 years old. And throughout life, I would just improv. That's how I got through school. I would read the back of the book, where
I think so. I did the exact same thing.
Yeah, and so I never really did school. And then when I got to my senior year, I started finding humor and doing shows and doing comedy. And in school, they do that thing where it's like, if you don't do well in school, you're not going to be able to do these programs.
Correct, yeah.
You enjoy. And that was actually what pushed me to fight to actually try in school. And then I was like, I don't want to be in special ed. I got normal classes.
This was your senior year.
Yeah, I got normal classes.
This is like my freshman year in college. That's what I did. I like the approach that you said that you like improv the book.
Yeah.
I kid you not. I don't think I ever read a book in high school.
Me neither.
I've read very little my entire life, but I read a lot, but novels just are not my thing. So when I was given like the assignment, same thing. I'll skim through it and I'll just like come up with a whole story about the book.
The book I remember reading prior to high school was Holes. That's the only book I remember reading, and then through high school, never.
Funniest story, I told it to Brett Ernst. I was supposed to read the book, The Karate Kid, doing a book report. I wrote movie in the book report 45 times. The teacher's like, I don't really think you read the book. I was like, I liked the movie. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What do you want to...
I don't know what to say. The movie was better than the book.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man. That's one thing. You can still write the movie, and that's where I learned my improv skills. A lot of the stuff is going to be in the movie.
Yeah.
So if you bluff it and you say, sorry, if kids are watching this and you are trying to take tips and writing down right now, this is how I did. I would watch a movie if I had a movie. I would write a few things out of it, what their names were, how they dressed, stuff like that, or the main...
Wait, you're giving the tips on how to cheat the books?
Yeah.
All right, do it again. Let me hear.
So...
I'll tell you my technique.
There's 2. If there's not a movie, you read the back of the book and just skim through it.
Right?
If there is a movie, you watch the movie.
Totally.
You write down everybody's names. You write the main points, because the main points, who dies.
Don't change in the book and the movie,
don't
right?
In the book.
Don't get too detailed.
Don't get too detailed, because that's when they start realizing like this.
Wait, that happened in the movie, not in the book.
Because I'll tell you right now, your teacher also watched the movie too.
Correct.
So you don't get too detailed. You just write the main points and who the characters are and what their relationships.
And that gets you a B or C or an A. What did you do? How'd you pull
I would get a lot of B's.
A lot of B's.
That.
All right.
Especially because I would get into the relationships. Relationships are always the same in the movie and the book, because
talk about the characters' relationship between.
Yeah, because
genius move,
once
dude.
you change the relationship, they don't change. People will get angry if you change the relationship in a book to the movie. Viewers get mad.
Yeah,
so most
you're right.
Change
You're right.
the relationship.
I heard that Sonic, this new Sonic movie coming out. Did you see this?
I saw the old trailer and the new trailer.
Right.
And the comments on it are so hilarious.
Okay, so the thing is that the Sonic the Hedgehog movie is coming out. Yeah. They created this Sonic character that looks 100% nothing like the guy in the game, right?
Yeah.
And so people went nuts. Was it an actual version of Sonic at one time but it wasn't the part of the game? Because didn't he like morph or something?
Yeah, I think that's what I thought, like there was an older version where...
So my son then explained it, Dad, you don't understand. The movie was about to come out, and everybody went so crazy about the way Sonic looked. They remade the whole part of Sonic, and it took like 2 more years.
Yeah, they had to push it back far.
Yeah, like almost 2 years, he said. Now, the little dude looks just like the video game.
Yeah.
Who in the right mind would ever come up with a movie that looks nothing like the movie that you're writing about?
Yeah, why would you create a character
like if they were writing a movie about me and they used a blonde-haired lady,
Yeah, I
That's how.
watched that.
I mean, it could be fun.
Yeah.
It could be fun.
But I know I see your point. Like, why are you creating this? You did that on yourself.
And there's movie investors and billion-dollar companies that are like, they nailed it.
People are so angry.
Release the trailer right away.
They were angry about the teeth too. They were
Yeah.
so mad. They're like, teeth. You can't give that animal a teeth.
Right.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
I feel like people get angry about that stuff.
So
God.
now they released a new trailer, and he looks very much like the video
Very
game.
good.
And I'm excited to see it. I'm going to see it. Are you going to?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. It's so funny because I told you I used to work with kids for a long time, and at first,
Before you got arrested for working with kids.
before.
Just kidding.
No, you
this
can
is
make
the
those
comedy
jokes.
show.
I don't work with kids anymore. It's okay. No, but you realize before I started working with kids, you don't start seeing those. I wasn't watching those types of movies.
Yeah.
And then like when I started working with kids, I'm like, oh, these movies are actually really fun. I mean, I don't know if I know you have kids, right?
I have 2 kids, but my son likes Big Mouth, which to me it's not very children, right? Big
Yeah.
Mouth, it's a very adult cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm like, well, I just can't get into watching the cartoon kind of show like that. I want to see real people.
Yeah.
And he's like, Dad, you don't understand. The jokes are so funny. You know a lot of the people on the show. Why are you not watching? Because my son now, all of a sudden, is like a comedy aficionado at 14. He's like, he watches every clip on Instagram. He's a YouTube, like, maniac. If there's something on YouTube, which there is everything on YouTube, that fixes something or tells you something, my son has watched it 5 times. He's like, oh, yeah, I watched that on YouTube. Let me show you how to do it. Do you get into that?
I used to not, and then I realized there's like a lot of cool stuff you can.
Yeah, you
learn.
can go down the hole. Like all of a sudden you start watching, which is another one on TikTok. This one's killing me. Dude, you start watching TikToks
and you don't stop.
You're so hooked.
Yeah, you're in it. It's like
unbelievable.
Scanning through
like,
it.
you think that people are not gonna like go and create all this stuff on TikTok just because they're like spending time in their life to make these little quick clips, but then they make great stuff and I can't stop watching it.
It used to be like a lot like Vine. I don't know if you remember Vine.
I do. I used to be on Vine and
Bo Burnham. I used to love.
Oh my God, it was so great.
Oh, just some of the clever
stuff. He's a
stuff.
genius, by the way.
The thing is, I used to go to YouTube to learn how to do stuff. So, like, if something broke, or instead of trying to pay for it to get fixed, I used to invest my time into YouTube. But then I realized, like, was it saving me money? Because it's taking you twice as long because you're having to pause, play.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm a big believer that time equals money. You know what I mean? Like,
I want to do a show, and I keep telling my son that it's a hit show. We need to do it all the time. A spin-off of the Captain's Log, and call it, if YouTube can do it, you can do it. And just go, everything they do on YouTube, the cooking and all the stuff, and we're just like, we're just going to do it. Exactly like YouTube says, it's so easy.
I think that'd be a fun idea. There's a YouTube out there of a guy who, what he does is he has to pick up a new skill. He doesn't use YouTube to do it, but he just has to, like, the Rubik's Cube this.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think you could
Have you ever solved the Rubik's Cube? I've never done it.
No.
I've never solved the Rubik's Cube.
And that's what this guy, his goal is to learn how to do all this stuff.
I like that. My nephew can do it inside out, backwards, upside down, his eyes closed. He's like, it's an algorithm. I'm like, what?
Man.
I don't see any technique or pattern of anything you're doing. He's just going tick, 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 boom, done. And it's like, what the?
And then I feel like an idiot when I watch people do it. I'm like, how did you get it so?
I literally can't get one side.
You know what it is, though, is you're a busy man. I feel like people learning the Rubik's Cube have time to sit down.
I think so.
I'm not making fun of you if you know the Rubik's Cube.
Right.
But you've had the time to sit down.
Yeah, there's something that you had in your mind that was like, I'm going to figure this out. I have nothing else to do, so I'm going to take the time to do it.
I have a show that we're working on right now, which is kind of like that. It's I think it's going to be fun. We're calling it Unsheltered. I talked a lot with you about being in special ed.
Yeah.
And I was very sheltered as a kid. We never got to do much. I never traveled. When I met my wife, she told me if I didn't get my passport, she'd travel without me.
So you basically had no choice. You were bullied into getting a passport.
Yeah, I was bullied.
Big time.
And you don't say no to my wife. Oh my gosh, But so this whole show Unsheltered is about going out there and doing things I never thought I would do to experience things.
Which is a great premise for a show, and you could spin it off in so many different directions. I think that that's going to be a hit, and I want to see you push forward with it.
I don't know if you ever seen Idiot Abroad. It's a fun show, but they're just mean to the guy the entire time.
No,
so
what is it? A YouTube show?
No, it was on Hulu and everything. Ricky Gervais. He forces this guy who hates traveling and just hates life to go to India and try all those foods and stuff. And the whole time he's just like, I don't want to do this, and they're just picking on him. And they'll be like, hey, we got this hotel for you, and he's like, oh yeah, it's a hotel finally. And they'll send him this hotel. It'll be like one of the worst hotels in the world.
Right.
So it's just so my inspiration was kind of that show, but instead of having me be bullied the whole time, I think it'll be naturally funny and humorous watching me. I'm choosing to do this stuff, so I want to inspire people to get up, do stuff, don't be afraid. That was more like, hey, this guy, he's enjoying
That's like
life.
Jeff Dye's show with that used to be on NBC. Better Off Dead? Is that
Better Off Dead.
Right?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Yeah. But that was a great show. I love that he got all those A-listers at one time, actors, to do all these things that were totally things that they wouldn't be doing at this age in their life.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a good time to do this kind of stuff. People are getting back into that lifestyle where a lot of people are starting to give up their vehicles, get vans, travel, camp.
Very true.
People are going back to not wanting those fancy. I mean, there's people who still always want fancy hotels and stuff, but a lot of people these days, there's so many traveler vlogs out there, and a lot of people are. Yeah,
there's a lot of little niche traveling type things that actually give you such good pointers that you can save money and live better, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's the best part about it.
Yeah, and it's becoming a thing that's it's becoming back into. Yeah, I mean, our society. So many people are starting to live.
Well, Michael, you're going to be in China, but most importantly, tonight you're going to be at Off the Hook Comedy Club.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And you'll be here all weekend, but tonight's your 1 hour show where you do improv, musical stuff, you talk to the audience, participation. It's a whole thing. I love it. I can't wait to see it. And get your tickets at offthehookcomedy.com. Guys, we will be back live Friday with Takara Williams, and she'll be my guest on the Captain's Log, so tune in. Thanks for watching. Like it and share it if you like it. If you do like it, give us a rating. Damn it, so many people watch this show. We have not enough ratings on iTunes. It makes me happy. So if you want to give me a Christmas present this year, all you have to do is give me 5 stars on iTunes. I don't think that's going to cost you anything.
It's free.
It's literally only going to cost you 5 seconds of your time. Thank you for watching.